that bottle for last week. Welcome to Cocktails and Convos with the Aunties, the only show where you can come and hang out with the Aunties for 4 quarters of fun while enjoying some cocktails and mocktails. Each week, we'll pick a recipe to share with you guys um, and discuss CU news, the nephews, and more. I'm your host, Auntie Nisha.
And I'm Auntie T.
Hey, Aunties. How you
Hey, I
feeling
see
today?
Miss Patricia in the chat, Miss Jennifer. How you doing?
I'm all right. Adjusting to this fall weather in Ohio.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah, I know it
good.
gets cold up there.
Yeah. It started off like cold and then kind of warm up a little bit and then be back cold. I'm looking forward to getting that extra hour of sleep back though. Cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
be How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's still, in Georgia, it's still like warm. So we haven't really got the cold yet. It's like cool in the morning times, but by the time 1
Mm-hmm.
o'clock, 12 o'clock come, it's hot. So we're still good.
Yeah. Hey
Okay.
aunties in the chat. Uh, who's that? What you mean aunties OG way checking in? Hey. um, so who you wearing? What nephew's closet are you in today?
Okay, so today I'm wearing Caleb Mathis sweatshirt, hoodie. And it got I don't know if y'all can see it, his Silent Assassin and 13 on the back, but
Mm.
you can get that in the link below at
Okay.
calebmathis.com. And he has quality merch.
Okay.
Quality
I like
merch.
Caleb's hair. It's very comfortable. Yeah, it's very comfortable. Very comfortable. I second that. Make sure y'all go shop and support nephew.
So who are you wearing tonight?
Uh, in honor of his birthday yesterday, I went with nephew Cam. I'm rocking Cam
Okay.
John the Shark. Um, you can shop his merch at www.producesectionclothing.com. It's very comfortable. I'll be ordering some more of these, maybe a hoodie. It's that
Okay,
time of
I
the
like
year.
that.
But
I definitely got to
yeah.
get me one of those with the shark on the front.
Yeah, and on the back it say came down the shark, but you probably won't be able to see it. Last time it went in and
Right.
out, I have to just show you it. Yeah, it's dope. Um,
Okay, so you guys know every end of the quarter, we're going to be highlighting a nephew this week for Coach Prime's quality characteristics: smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character. And we'll end each quarter off with, a nephew. So, what you drinking tonight?
so last week I tried bourbon. I switched it up for the tequila. So since I still got it,
Can't do it.
I went with another bourbon drink. Yeah, girl, I can't wait for it. It's good, but it definitely will put some hair on your chest. Okay, but so this week I went with Incomplete Pass. It's 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, and let me see if I can show y'all my little Halloween. Oh yeah, happy Halloween to those that celebrated. But y'all
Oh
see my little
yeah,
Halloween cup with the
happy
little
Halloween. Oh,
hand
that's
kind of
cute.
messing around.
I like that.
But you could garnish it with like a pineapple or a lemon. Um, however you feeling. I went with a lemon tonight.
Okay,
What
okay.
about you? What you doing?
So tonight I went with football fizz, and that
Ooh,
consists of ginger ale, but I use what is it? Cherry ginger ale with some lime juice. You can garnish it with a mint And if you want to make it a cocktail, I'm doing a mocktail, but if you want to make it a cocktail, you can add Crown Royal 3 ounces to your drink. So,
Mm. That sounds like it might be pretty good.
yeah.
A little bit of crown. Hey aunties, hey uncles, we see y'all. If y'all sipping with us, let us know what you're drinking. If you're not, that's still fine too.
Right.
We got mocktails for those that's not. Um,
Yep.
Alrighty, you ready for quarter one?
So, first quarter, we are going to be going over this Cincinnati game. What is your initial thoughts after this game, after this win?
So before we get into the game, did you see that this record that came out like what the night before or so, a couple days before?
I mean,
What
yeah, I wish I
anonymous
could get my
Cincinnati
time
fan?
back. I wish I could get my time back. But yes, I saw it. It was put out by someone anonymous. I'm glad they were anonymous because if people knew who they were,
That was weak.
yeah, it wouldn't have been good. It was trash. The audio was trash. The lyrics wasn't even lyrics, and yeah, so
At all.
and they lost,
At
which makes it even worse. So yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. Like y'all doing all that watching, and we good over here. Like I didn't finish it, um, but I don't understand why like teams don't why they try to make it personal. Like y'all didn't learn from the other ones. Like it never ends up good for y'all when you try to poke the bear. So I don't
right.
know if the nephews heard. They definitely came out standing on business that night.
Yeah,
So you know, I was hoping to
crazy
see them playing it in the locker room, dancing. But
girl. Ain't nobody
it's
want
all
to turn that on. That
good.
was a mess.
All right, but so the game. The game was kind of hard for me because I wasn't able to watch it. Like
Oh
remember I was
yeah,
going out of town, so I was at the concert. I was like trying to watch it on my phone. I'm like looking at the chat. Well, relying on ESPN, trying to check the updates and stuff while I'm waiting on Jada to come out. Like the local acts was cool, but I was just there for Jada. But so I'm like trying to keep up with it, and I'm like paying attention to the chat, relying on them to tell me what's going on. They was going slow with the details, so I'm kind of panicking, like, what's going on? Like it was another guy there. He had his Colorado gear on, so he was kind of watching. He had some app on his phone, so he was kind of like trying to keep me updated. But I ended
oh
up being
that
able
was
to see
nice.
like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Um, but I ended up having to like go back and watch the game because since I missed it. But
Yeah,
I think the changes Coach Prime made to like help prepare them for the game definitely helped. Like I think that's the best we came out looking for a night game. Like
that
everybody
night game. Yeah,
came out with energy. They started out. It looked like we started off fast. Like we was collectively we
especially
looked good.
offense.
Like
Yeah,
all yes, yes, yes. Like it seemed like everybody was clicking, and the O line did a good job protecting too. He had time. The run game was there. It was good to see, Isaiah doing his thing. Um, he's been looking good the last couple of games, actually.
yeah,
Shador had his third rushing touchdown. I was like, okay, too. I saw him get in for that. The defense looked good. I think the refs cheated us out of some things, but we'll get into that later.
yeah.
Um, But we had some really good stops. The defense, I saw they held like their leading receivers to like low yards. Travis actually had more yards than they top three receivers in that game. So I was like,
All together. Yeah,
okay. What'd you think? Oh, you know what? I did want to see more sacks because the last couple weeks we've been on the road, so like I was kind of surprised that we only had one last week. I would have wanted to see a little bit more of that, but overall, I think we look pretty good, and Miss Peggy going to a bowl game.
yeah. Um, my thoughts. Offense came out super fast. Jimmy scoring a touchdown, even though, they took it back, but we'll get into that. Um,
Mm.
so I think offense came out fast. Defense, they play good. They play good. But I know that seeing them in previous games, that wasn't their best game. They can do like
Mm-mm.
a whole lot better, but they did good enough for us to get this win and move on to the next. So yeah, I like the game. Everything I saw was good. Special teams was special. They completed all their field goals. They were helping during the punt returns and kick returns. So yeah.
And it was good to see Oder. He was like looked like he was in good spirits. He was
Oh
interacting
yeah.
with the fans, like supporting his teammates. So it was good to see him there. And we had some big recruits there. We had 2 commits. I thought that was pretty dope. Like,
Yeah.
so aunties make sure we go show our new nephew some love. Adrian Wilson and Christian Hudson. Hopefully we able to lock in Juju with his guy Cardet.
Yeah, and Corday. Yeah.
Yeah, we need both of them.
So let's see. Who would your play? Wait, am I going first? Yeah. So
Yeah, so
first, I did defense. I chose Cam because he got the only sack of the night, and he was killing it. He had
young
eight
boy.
total. He had 8 total touchdowns, 6 solos, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, and he's always like a vocal leader on the field and off the field. So let's see his sack for the night.
On 3rd and 10, Sorsby sacked back to the 26-yard line. Silman Craig.
Okay, so yes, always showing up, showing out. For offense, my player pick was Jimmy Horn Jr. He had 5 receptions for 78 yards, averaging 15.6 yards. His longest was 47 yards. He had 1 touchdown. The rest took it away. He had 1 kick return for 19 yards and 2 punt returns for a total of 8 yards.
Mm.
Um, so let's show his clip.
Mm.
Throwing up them deuces.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this was interesting because, as you can see on the video, he was going like 21.1 miles per hour. Like, that's fast.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
on top of that, he threw up the peace sign, the deuces, whatever, but we got our touchdown taken away. But ironically, 2 other players in 2 separate games threw up the deuces the same night and no penalty was called. So
Yeah.
NCAA, like,
I got it.
if you're gonna have these unnecessary rules, at least be consistent with the consequences. So we also have picture evidence in 4K, like TCU
Yeah.
and the Ohio and Michigan State game, no
Mm.
penalties.
And they touchdown stands. They didn't take them back.
So I'm just like, no.
I gotta agree with Auntie Cookie here. It's a lot of jealousy for CU.
Okay, very much so.
I definitely agree with Auntie Cookie on that. That's crazy. And last week I was saying that Jimmy was due for a touchdown. I was rooting for him to get the touchdown. So when I heard he
Exactly.
scored, I was so happy for him. Yeah, I'm like, that ain't even right. But
He gonna come back. He gonna come back and show out
for
like
sure.
he always do. Yeah. So who are your
Always. So defensively, I went with Preston Hodge. I want him because nephew been locked in and focused like pretty much all season. Even in camp, you saw him like just locked in, like going to
Wrapping
work.
people up. Yeah.
Each week he been like just getting better and better. He's been really good all season. He's had 6 pass breakups and 2 interceptions. Should have been 3 last game, but the refs called it back. They said it was a pass interference, but to me it just looked like he beat the player. But y'all tell me, let's take a look.
What? I don't see where that was interference at all.
Me either. It looks like he
Like
read
he
it
just
right.
jumped the ball.
He read it right and he beat him to it.
Yeah.
So, I feel like they definitely robbed nephew from his 3rd interception, but it's all good. Like he go get some more. I feel it. And then he saved us from a really big touchdown in the 4th quarter. I'm surprised the refs didn't try to call that, but let's take a look at that one. Yeah. Auntie Cookie said he was her defensive player too. But yeah, hopefully he continues to just keep cooking. And
Right.
I'm waiting on him to get his pick 6 because it's
Okay.
coming like in due time. Offensively, I had to go with nephew Trav. Like it was good to see Trav back, and he looked like
100%.
himself. 100%
Yeah.
Trav, 100% healthy, and just it's just a different Trav. Like I just love watching him play. Like his routes be so like out of the world. Like he really, if you watch the highlights or you go back and like watch the game again, like our nephews really be breaking people's ankles. Like like they be out here. But Travis was balling that game. He had 9 receptions, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 tackles, 4 pass breakups, and he played in 132 snaps.
Unreal.
Right. He won the Maxwell Award for Player of the Week. He was named as a semifinalist for the Jim Thorpe Award. Earlier, he was on the watch list for it, but he's on the semifinalist list now. He was the National Player of the Week, and also the honor roll honors for the 5th time this season. And he was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. So, in the first video, we're just gonna show some sick routes he had offensively and his 2 touchdowns that he got in the game last week. He be having some of the best celebration dances too. I be like looking forward to see what he gonna do next. And for Colorado, he was also the highest graded offensive player at 86.1 and defensive player at 77.6. Both his PFF grades overall have him in the top 10, both offensively and defensively. as well. Wide receiver, he's 8th overall at 84.8. And at cornerback, he's 8th overall as well at 85.9. But the next video I found, I just kind of saw it on X, and I thought it was just like kind of cool, highlighting Trav. I didn't know that Colorado had its own Spider-Man. So
Yeah, right.
take a look at this. Shout out to the guy. Travis was leading as the Heisman favorite going into week 10. So, aunties, uncles, let's make sure, Buff Nation, let's make sure we continue voting for him to keep him in the conversation. And another thing I saw, which I was confused on, like I saw something that said that the O-line didn't allow 0 sacks. And they had a 92.2 like pass blocking grade. But then they were saying that Fedora had a sack, but I thought he got the ball out in time. But apparently they still counting it when he when the pass to Travis on his second touchdown, I believe. I thought he got it out in time.
Wait,
that's like
but on ESPN it said 0, right?
Yes, I was confused, but no, on ESPN on the stats to say he has 1, but I saw somewhere else where it was saying that
I think I saw
the
somewhere
O-line
else.
didn't give up any sacks.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but overall the O-line did good.
Yeah. I mean, 1.
So who was
compared?
Who'd you pick? Yeah, I'll take that. Who'd you pick for your for the smart moment?
Okay, so this week for the smart moment, I chose Jordan Seaton because he's killing it at left tackle. Coming in as a freshman, going straight to work. He did not miss a beat. He plays left tackle, one of the hardest and most vital positions on the team, and he's been consistently elite ever since he started. He's one of the top players according to PFF, the PFF list for pass blocking and pass protection, which takes intelligence and consistency in his work ethic. And lastly, we can always count on him to say something profound when he's speaking. Let's take a listen at his little press break or press conference.
You were that 5-star recruit just a year ago, getting all the pats on the back, and obviously you've had a lot of eyes on you here. What is that process like for you to keep your head down and stay humble throughout this process?
Coach Phil, he never lets me get comfortable. He always finds something that I can work on. So I feel like for that's what I most appreciated. And I think a while back I said it coming here, a lot of schools would tell me how good I was, and Coach Prime, he told me 3 things I needed to work on. So I feel like that always keep me grounded to a point where it's like you got more in you. You could do more. You could be better than what you already are.
Yeah, I think when he speaks, he's just so mature for like his age. Like coming in, you would think freshmen are just, bubbly, live, want to have fun. But like he's speaking like he's been there for years.
Our future is definitely in great hands. I will say.
Yes. Well,
all right. Yeah, I think it's time for second quarter.
Okay.
Since we don't have a game this week and we're on a bye, we thought it would be fun to bring up Auntie Katie. And she was at the Cincinnati game last week. So we want to talk to her and hear how the game was. Hey, Auntie Katie.
Hey. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah. How you doing?
Okay. I'm good. I'm so excited you wanted to talk about how the game was. And I kept thinking about just like the atmosphere there. and you all know, like going to games is so fun. And even though the night games are so tough, just starting late, there's something about night games that there's like the energy, I think,
Right.
and it being dark and the lights. So it was cool. It was super cool.
So who did you
How was
run
it
into?
like in the day?
Before the game, I wanted to go to the DNVR tailgate so bad. But I also wanted to go over to the Buffs Walk. So I ended up going to the Buffs Walk, and where the nephews, they like pull up the buses and they all come off. I decided to like hang out there, and it was really nice because so many different aunties came up and said hi. I had the big like "See You Aunties" poster, and people would walk by like, who are the See You Aunties? And I'm like, you're a See You Auntie. And it was really fun. And we got Auntie Cookie from Tampa was there. She came all by herself, all the way from Tampa, Florida, to come for the weekend just to see this team. I was just so impressed. And I was like, oh, did you come with anyone? And she said, no, this was what she was doing. And then she also got to do the Buffs Walk with them. So she was like in the line walking. It was super cool. Yeah, there's like something that you can like buy extra to walk with the team when they do the Buffs Walk. Yeah. So that was really fun. And like a lot of different people came up and said hi. I can't even remember the names now. And then of course, like Prime Legacy Buffs family. You guys had actually on Rob, the Man Media. He was there, and Mad Titan. So that was really great. And it's just so fun to sort of like have a social media community, but then when you're at the games to actually meet and see each other in person.
Right.
So I was really happy. I was so happy. It was good times.
It looks like it was a lot of fun in the pictures. So
Yeah. When I first got there, I had my family, and they didn't want to get there really, really early. So I just got there early by myself, but I ended up meeting so many people that it was totally fine. The Cincinnati fans were really nice. Really nice. I think it's always good when there's like a rival, like we don't have a deep rivalry with them. I think we've only played them once since like the 70s or something. But I love having like healthy competition with like healthy banter rather than like bad banter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I totally
the only thing
that's how it kind of
was. What? Go ahead.
That's kind of how it was at the North Dakota State game. Like we were like the fans that were around us, they were all really cool, like good sports about it. Even afterwards, they was like congratulating us on the win and stuff. It wasn't hostile. Yeah, so
it was just like the North Dakota State game, like very much like that. The only thing I heard is a few of the fans say, and they're like, I don't know about this Buffs Walk. I think you guys need to work on your Buffs Walk. I was like, what do you mean? Like it's just really flat and boring. They're like, have you ever been to the Ohio State walk? Like, I guess their players do a walk. And I mean, granted, it is Ohio State. There's a lot more just history there, but apparently we need to bump up our Buffs Walk. So I don't know if they wanted it to be crazier or more music. But I could see that. I mean, it's like more of a big deal. I think we could make it a little bit more of a big deal as fans.
Okay.
A fan base.
Yeah.
I've never been to an Ohio State game, so I can't say how theirs is, but it probably is a little bit more entertaining. Like that's kind of how we were saying, like we think that the stadium should do more of a light show for the celebrations and stuff like that. Get their crowd involved. Like Postal Field is a nice stadium. Like imagine that with a light show and stuff. Like it would be lit in there. like
Yeah,
even
like
more.
right. Like I think the team is working hard, and I think maybe as fans we need to like bump things up a level. I don't know whether it's lights or more pomp and circumstance and sparkle during the Buffs walk. But I anticipate that will evolve and that will come as, you know, seasons pass here
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So how was the energy inside the stadium? Like
Yeah. So,
on our
I mean,
end, it looked like they came out ready.
That crazy.
yeah, I mean, always the energy is so great. And I think that's why, like at the beginning, when I say night games, there's just like the energy is like powerful. And people are like the anticipation for all the nephews to like run out and from Prime runs out and Ralphie, although Ralphie's still a little slow. And the marching band, I don't think gets enough credit. They are excellent. Like they practice over by Fair and
Yes.
Field beforehand, and then they all march in. So I went to go watch that. And then they like you can only see it if you're high up or on the screens, but like the formation that they do with the CU logo and those kids just are working really hard out there. And I think I know that sometimes on the TV, you know, you don't see a lot of that, but that gets the energy going and everybody excited. So
It's definitely
so
different
yeah,
from
and
last
then
year.
yeah, I think I heard that the run when Jimmy threw up the peace sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everybody was like on fire. Sorry, that's my dog. Come here. Everybody was like on fire, so excited, and we were
I
like
know.
cheering and high-fiving, and people were like climbing all over each other. And then when the call was made, oh my gosh, like it was like pure devastation.
Is that when they start throwing the stuff on the field?
I don't know. I think that was before because Prime came out
Oh,
and made an announcement. Was that televised when
yeah.
Prime?
I saw
Yeah.
that.
And
Wow.
so I didn't know if something had sparked him to say that or like if it was just a general. Do you guys know?
I thought it was a call that the ref made and the fans were just
Started throwing stuff on the field.
Maybe that I can't remember when he did that, but I was actually really glad he said something. Like I was very glad that he came out and spoke and took the mic and was like, let's be respectful here because it's so important that we create like that respectful yet wild culture.
Yeah. Plus the school get fined for that. So
yeah.
Yeah. That's money that can be going somewhere else. Like to our nephews. But yeah, he's like, think about Miss Peggy. What would she do?
Right. Well, there was a letter out. Did you all get it? I don't know if I got it. Then there was like a long letter. Yeah, what would Miss Peggy do?
From the AD?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cordell Stewart wrote that one, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So, with you being a former graduate from Colorado and them clinching bowl eligibility, like, how's it feel?
Right.
Okay, it's like it feels so exciting. I mean, my phone, like it is always lighting up now from like my friends and everybody. I met my husband at CU, so like our whole group of friends also like met, or like my friends met their husbands at CU, and everybody's all connected. And so just the people that want to come out now for the games are there, because I live here in Colorado, but a lot of our friends that we went to CU with, are spread all throughout the country. So many people want to come back now. especially even these last 2 games, like saying, oh no, I need to come back for a game, or oh, should I save my money for the bowl game? So it's like you gotta weigh that.
Yeah,
it feels really good. Like I feel so proud. I've always been a proud alum. Like I had an excellent education. I worked my tail off and felt that it was such a great opportunity to be a student there. And to have like this holistic picture now. So it's like I had an excellent education, but now I feel so much more connected with this football team. Like it's reconnected me with some of my friends, and I have all these new friends, like all of you.
Right.
It's just a really beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah. And I'm sure that brings more like excitement being at alumni back into like your community and your friend group. So yeah, seems like it, brought a lot of us all together.
I think that's like, Auntie T, that's exactly it. Like the bringing of people together is one of the greatest stories, I think, of this team. And I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, really grateful.
So I have a question. So prior to like Coach Prime, like, did you notice more like former players coming back, like so much in the past versus now, or like at the games? Do you think for people now?
No, I mean, actually, I have just in general, like I have a picture from a game in the fall of 2022, and I posted it on Twitter, and it was like the game had just started, and like tons of seats were open around us, and like now that stadium is absolutely full. So there is a huge difference between what was happening in fall of 2022 and what was happening in fall of 2023. And then obviously now, and just all of the energy that is there at that stadium on game day and in the afternoon, it just feel like you can't see it, but you can feel it. Like you can just feel it. And I don't know how to explain that other than like the vibe was kind of like this. And now it's like way up here. Yeah.
That's awesome. It makes sense. It's like, yeah, I'm alumni. I went to this school. I'm still living in this area. So, I'm always going to support. So you have that group of people. And then when you're like winning and everybody else from around the world is drawn to those wins, now you have a whole group of people trying to flood the place to support.
Yeah. And honestly, even before the wins, and I think that's like really important. Like I think the minute that Prime came on and different players started coming on board, that's when it started. I mean, if you believed, and I believe, but I think now maybe you get even a bigger audience.
Yeah. And
the people
brought
might not believe before they believe.
So my last question before I let you go, because we wasn't there. Did the students listen or did they rush the field? Because
everybody listened. They were listening. They were listening. Okay. So, and actually we were up by so much that people were actually like, okay, we're winning. It's a late game. I'm going to leave now. Like that's when you kind of, it's sort of like, wait, don't leave. But then you're like, that's when you sort of know you made it. Like, okay, like we're leaving now. We're leaving a little early.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know much about Prime before he came here. I knew a little bit, but I'm all in, and it feels really good to be an alum.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing your experience.
Well, I'll see you all at the Utah game. We'll have fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Looking forward to that. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
All
Oh my
right.
God.
It'll be a little
All right,
colder
bye.
out here. Okay.
Um,
All right.
I'm from Ohio. I'm used to it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye. Go Buffs.
See you later. Bye. Oh, still loves. Alrighty. So for the second quarter, for the fast moment, we went with nephew Brendan Gant. And honestly, the clip kind of speaks for itself, so we'll show that and then I'll say my little piece.
Saying, that's not us, that's not how we handle ourselves. We need to be better. And he finished off by saying, I love you. And a big time hit on that kickoff return by Wilson at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Colorado Buffaloes playing their most important game since 2016 and bringing some smoke here.
This is second time we've seen Colorado with a really big physical hit.
Big time for sure.
Yeah. Big time. He got over there quick and he laid that player out. Okay. But that's the nephew that another nephew that you always see like locked in and focused and making the most out of his opportunities. So I just wanted to highlight him for last week.
Awesome.
That's what we went with him. And yeah, we agree with you, Auntie Cookie. There was some bad calls made.
Yeah, always against the Buffs.
Colorado versus everybody, right?
Always.
All right. Moving on to halftime. So today's halftime is sponsored by the CU Aunties Halftime Talk. Be sure to tune into those videos as well every week. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you like and subscribe to the CU Aunties YouTube channel so you can catch all the latest drops. Basically, the aunties just get together at halftime and we just chit chat about the game. We talk about what we liked, what we seen, what we don't like, what we want to see. We just give our input on the game so far and then talk about what we want to see in the second half. And we're always looking for more aunties to join in on the conversation. So if you're interested, hit us up so we can get you on. Of course, due to the bye week, we won't be having one this week, but it'll be one the following week for the Texas Tech game. So get in on that one. And before we get into the game with the chat, let's talk about some of the Big 12 updates. We already mentioned Travis being the offensive player of the week, but he was also leading the Big 12 in receptions. He had 60. He's leading in touchdowns with 8 and with pass breakups at 7. He's also the first player in the Big 12 history to win both offensively and defensively weekly honors in the same season. So again, why are we even having this debate on the Heisman? Like, it's so much stuff going on that we haven't seen. Like, I don't get it, but it's okay. Our nephew Isaiah, he was the Big 12 newcomer of the week. He had 22 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown, and 10 forced missed tackles. Nephew was like
killing it
out there. He like stop who? He also made the list for the highest graded Power 4 running backs for week 9. He was 4th on the list with a 78.8. Preston and DJ are tied for the second most pass breakups in the Big 12. They both have 6. And I saw that it was a total of 9 players in the Big 12 with at least 6 pass breakups. Guess how many are Buffs?
3, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, your nephews. Okay. On TT.
Can't
Yeah,
wait till
Travis.
catch up with them.
Right. Travis, Preston, and DJ. And if you think about it, they're really the top three because Travis number one, and they both is tied at number two. So as an
Wow.
ours, the top. No other team has more than one player. So please stop playing with our nephews because they really like that. Okay. All right. Ready for the game?
Okay. So now we're gonna start our
No, Auntie
game.
Amanda, I haven't this game.
Let's see. Okay, when was the last time Colorado was bowl eligible? Let's see who can tell us
Let's see
that.
who know they Colorado. Who know they Colorado history? Was it 2006, 2020, 2007, 2016? Okay.
Amanda said
somebody.
2016.
Anybody else? Come on.
Take a guess.
Yeah, we'll let y'all know if y'all right or wrong. It's no. They say it's no such thing as the wrong answer. Yes. So for the last time they were actually bowl eligible, it was actually 2020.
Oh,
That's only been 4 years.
Yeah.
The next question.
How many rushing touchdowns does Shador have so far this season? Nisha said it earlier. Auntie Nisha said it earlier.
All right, y'all.
One.
Which aunties was paying attention? How many rushing touchdowns does Shador have?
Somebody said 6. Amanda said 6.
Amanda said 6. Auntie Cookie, where you at? What's your guess? Auntie Sabrina. Don't be shy. There's no such nobody else want to take a guess at it? So Shador actually just got his third rushing touchdown in the Cincinnati game. Next question.
Which nephew is leading the team with tackles? Nakai, Shiloh, DJ, Bentley, Cam, or Preston? Now I know y'all know this one.
This should be a good one. He had 2 last games, so I know more than 2. No, Shador only had 1 rushing touchdown in the Cincinnati game. He's only had 3 so far this season. What's your guesses on who's leading in tackles? Which nephew y'all going with? It's quite interesting. Yeah. He had one in Cincinnati. Didn't he get one at UCF? Or was it Kansas? I'm gonna have to go look at the games, but yeah, he's only had.
I feel like he did in UCF.
Okay, yes, Auntie Sabrina, it was 3.
Yep.
Okay, so our nephew Cam is the one leading in tackles right now. He has 60. No cheating, Auntie Amanda. She said I have to ask my hubby.
Which nephew has surprised you the most so far this season? Okay, everybody can answer this one.
Yeah, like just anybody that just took you by surprise? Like, wasn't expecting to play? You seen him play, or um, hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 2020 Auntie Sabrina. Who you going with? Auntie T. Which nephew has surprised you the most so far this season?
See, that's hard to answer because we watch Well Off Reach the People, Uncle Neely, the pregame show. So if you see them
Yeah.
in summer practice and spring practice, like I already knew Colton was gonna be like crazy once he got his opportunity because he was killing it in summer practice.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
so surprise.
And the way Pastor Dewey was stamping him, I'm like, yeah,
Right.
he gonna show out. He gonna
He
show
was
out.
standing on business about him and Brandon and Trent. Like he was
Yeah.
standing on business about all three of them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was surprised to see Draylon come out so fast and start at the beginning of the season, like, and don't miss a beat. Look like he's just been there. So
Mm-hmm.
that was good to see. Um, I'm just
Um,
amazed at our defense too. Like it's drastically different. Like
Auntie, Amanda, are you talking about LeJounte or Jalen? Which Wester are you talking about? Yeah, I would say that about Jalen. I was surprised, not surprised that I'm not really surprised that he's getting playing time because he be locked in and focused, But
yeah,
I can say I was surprised. I wasn't expecting to see him in the first game starting, so like that was kind of like, oh, okay. Um, I think a lot of, let me see. I'm not really surprised either, really, about Micah because he always was like, looked like he was locked in and
right. He
like
was so
really
serious,
business. But
and
it's just
you remember
definitely good to
he
see a
played
lot
in
more of the freshmen.
summer practice where he ran into Shiloh.
Oh yeah.
So I
You
wasn't
knew
even
then, like
right. He was about his
he
business.
wasn't afraid of no competition. Yeah. So I would say overall for me, I guess I would say like the freshmen, like because I feel like we got a bad rep last year with the freshmen, like
Oh
with the whole Hermione saga. Where's Hermione? Where's Hermione? So I feel like the nephews like Seaton and Draylon and Micah, like they're showing the future recruits, like if you come in and you do the stuff that you're supposed to do, and you do your film, you consistent in practice, you just checking the boxes, like you'll have an opportunity to play even as a freshman if you show that you're ready for the moment.
yeah,
So I would say that. Auntie Amanda said both Westers, Jalen. I want to see more of Jalen. I want to
yeah. I
see
want
more
to
of
see
that.
more of him too. Because when
Auntie
he's out
Sabrina.
there on that field, he's excited. Like he just has so much energy. So
Auntie
yeah.
Sabrina said Cam. Yeah. Are you saying Cam for the answer or Cam for um the nephew for this question? Oh,
Colton.
okay. She also said Colton. Yeah, Colton. Yeah, Colton Hood is another one.
Colton is standing
I don't
on
think you
business.
kind of spoke on him. And I'm happy for C too for a freshman. Like a lot of you
Yeah,
don't see too many freshmen starting, and like you said, you wouldn't even think he was a freshman. He don't flinch. Like he's so mature. Like he's so I don't know. He look like it don't look like this his first season.
right. Like it's like he's been there for years, going on his junior or senior year.
Okay. Um Auntie Cookie. This is yeah, definitely Jordan Seaton. Anybody else? What about defensively? Anybody defensively surprised you?
Defensively,
It could even be somebody from last year that you think just kind of jumped in and like improved a lot.
no. Well, one person that just stood out to me that I didn't really expect. Like, I don't think I went back and like watched his film on previous teams or whatever. But Nikhil Green, like just seeing him in interviews where he's so calm, so nice, like just
Mm-hmm.
mild, and to see him on that field, like he surprised me by the way he be hitting on that field. So
Yeah.
that's a big
Yeah.
defensive surprise to me. Um,
Um,
what about you
I
on
think
defense?
I think I gotta go with Tajay. Like, another young player
I
that,
was thinking about him in my head.
just been locked in, focused, coachable, willing to learn, listening to the older guys in the room, and just making the most of his opportunities. Like,
Yeah,
I think he's tied with some of our like upper nephews with like 3 tackles.
okay.
I think Bentley has really improved. I'm not gonna say like I feel like Cam always been like that, but he's definitely become more of a leader. It's
Yeah,
good to see him more vocal and like leading the defense. But
yeah,
I'm not surprised by his play at all.
right. Yeah, and going back to Tajay, like I remember hearing a lot of the players talk about how well he was doing like in practice, but we didn't really get to see it as much. So that is good to like actually see it now and see how much he's transformed. And even though he's still a underclassman, like he's hanging with the big boys. So I love
Mm-hmm.
that. And it just shows like how much our coaching has elevated even from last year to this year, like how much the boys are like in tune with the coaching. So I
Exactly.
just love it overall. Yeah.
I agree with Auntie Amanda here when she said she loved to see the coaches excited after the plays, like Coach
Right.
Livingston and Coach Dancy. They was like so like excited, and it's just different. It's a different
Vibe,
team, different like
energy.
atmosphere, vibe,
Yeah.
energy, all the above. Like it's really good to see. All right, I think the last question.
Buff
This is
fact.
our buff fact. So the person that gets this right will announce in fourth quarter, and the winner gets to come on the show and as a guest co-host and help us on third quarter. So the question is, when was the last time Colorado won 6 games?
Okay. 2006,
2015, 2017.
2007, 2016, 2018, or 2006.
So y'all think about that. Y'all can put the answers in the chat and stuff. We'll pick somebody. Um, we'll let you know who the winner of that is at the end of third quarter, fourth
So
quarter.
next 2018, Miss Cookie said 2007.
Mm, I haven't seen it yet. Keep on,
Take
keep
another
guessing.
guess.
Um, so who'd you pick for the tough moment? Who was your
Tough
picker?
moment. Oh, so for the tough moment, I picked Shador. In the Cincinnati game, he had 25 completions out of 31 attempts. He had 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions, all while battling the flu. which is crazy.
Yes.
He was out there running up and down the field, reading defenses, staying extraordinarily accurate with his passes. And not many people can do that. So all while battling the flu. Like, that's crazy. So let's take a look at his clip getting a touchdown, running a touchdown.
Perfect time
and you know he had to do the signature.
Yeah, do the move. Had to. Yeah. I can't imagine that because when I had the flu, I don't be having no energy. So I cannot imagine.
Girl, in pain, in the bed, on fluids. Like
right. All right. I think we're ready for third quarter.
All right, let's go.
So third quarter is
Hey
Auntie Portia. Third quarter is we give people in the chat the opportunity to click the link and come up and join the conversation and talk with us. Or if we have some like special guests, we'll bring them up to talk. So we'll post the link if anybody wants to join and talk to us about the game. We'll bring you up. But we're gonna start out with Auntie Cookie.
Okay.
Hey,
Auntie Cookie.
Hey, Auntie Cookie.
hey, girls.
One of our favorite aunties.
Yes, ladies. How y'all doing?
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I gotta put my glasses on so I can see you.
So we heard you was out at the Cincinnati game.
Yes, ma'am. I have to tell you, it was the first time I even went to the state of Colorado. And I had such a beautiful time. The people were nice. I did the Stampede. I did. I went to the Steakhouse 316. That's your door lights.
Oh,
yeah. I met so many people. I actually met a coworker because I work from home. I'm a nurse. I work from home. And I met a coworker out there for the first time and everything. And we went out to lunch and had a great time. It was really a nice time.
That was nice.
Oh wow.
So how was the Stampede for you?
Okay, you could answer that.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, how was the Stampede for you?
It was good. The football players didn't come, but they had the women's basketball. I met the ladies on the basketball team. I met the track and field teams. It was really nice. A little chilly that night, but it was all good.
Okay. So we know for the Utah.
The band be out there getting it, though.
Yes,
the band be out there like keeping it going. The last couple times we was out there.
The cheerleaders had them little the little things on. And I said, man.
Like, I need some leggings and a hoodie.
Girl, I wanted to tell them, go get some tights.
That's how it was the last couple of times we were there. All the players didn't come, but I was wondering if maybe some of the leaders would have came though. At least it's not the whole team. None of them.
Actually, they said that they were they practiced the night before. They were practicing at night because they were having the night game the next day.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, hey, I guess it worked out because they came out looking focused, locked in. Already, but I wish you would at least got that experience because when we went out there, we see the players come through the Stampede and it was lit. So I'm sorry you didn't get to experience that part.
Maybe when we go to Utah, we can because we going to Utah.
Yes, we can't wait to see you again.
Yeah.
Did you go to any tailgates?
So Okay, this is you're gonna laugh at this. I actually have to send y'all the picture. Actually, I'll post it on the website. They had the Affleck duck out there. I took a picture with the Affleck duck. And then as you're coming up the street, they advertise the whole Affleck team. They advertise it, and they're saying, "Come get a picture with Deion Sanders." So you know right away, I was like, "Okay, girl." It was a cardboard picture of him. Girl,
That's hilarious.
That's how to get you.
and I said, "Of course, this only going to happen to me." I got so happy. Was like,
You probably was running up there, ain't it?
yeah, I was
That's
girl.
really
I got my
like I'm
steps in.
he
And
comes
I said, "Where's Dion?" That man turned that cardboard thing to picture. He said, "Well, you can go take a picture with the duck. It's live."
oh no.
They wrong
Damn.
for that. They wrong for that.
It was all good
Yeah.
though. It was all good.
Yeah. So
And
we heard that you got to do the buff walk.
I I did. And believe me when I tell you that was by accident, but I got a chance. I have to tell you, I got a chance. The first person I saw was Bucky. I got a chance
Okay.
to talk to him. I have videos, guys. I just hadn't sent them to y'all, but
Okay.
I got a time. I had a moment to talk to him for a little bit. Really down to earth young man, and then I also got a chance to talk to Jimmy. You know, is this laid back, intelligent young man who is so friendly, well rounded, just like back home folk. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
just talking to him, we were talking about his dog Five, his mom and his sister was there, and also
Oh,
he was going to some place the next day to do an
Oh,
autograph shoot or
Freddie.
something.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So I got to talk to him. I got to just say hello to Shiloh, and you know, I waved to Shador, and but it was a really nice. You know, you get in, and you go down that line with them and stuff, and it was just so funny. I videotaped myself the whole time, and and, and so wait a minute, why my kids blew me up. They started in with the, "Don't you think you're a little too old?" I said, "Auntie, you ain't never too old to be an auntie."
Right. Okay. They cover all ages.
Right.
You got the teen
Living life, having
to the
fun.
Yes, yeah, it was good. It was a really nice. I have to tell you, it felt like I met the CU Auntie Katie. She was so awesome, very nice, and I would say that it was like everybody was family. You know what I mean? Everybody was talking to each other. Even I talked to some of the Cincinnati fans and all. Everybody was cool and laid back. It was just that kind of atmosphere and stuff. And
Yeah.
I said, I'm a fan for life.
Yeah. Both is like that.
That's
It's
good
just
to hear. Yeah.
chill
Mhm.
and calm. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Okay.
funny because
Yeah. I saw some of your pictures.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I saw some of your pictures. I said, "Oh, she got to meet Jimmy Javon." Like
Yeah.
from
He
you,
was,
with you being from Florida and him being a Florida boy.
I
I'm
know,
like,
and
okay.
and then because we talked, you know, and then of course I was wearing his jersey on top of it.
Oh,
I'm wearing his shirt now.
okay.
Okay.
Represent.
Yeah.
Represent for
So
the nephew.
yes, yes. I love our nephews, and they are just great men doing doing good things, and I'm really proud of them. And they do make you feel like they're your nephews. You know, it was
Yeah.
real. It was really real.
I
I
think that we got to give credit to like Well Off Media and the
Yes.
pregame show, Reach the People, because by the content they put out, like and like
Hmm.
the one-on-one, you really get to know them, and you really do feel like they're your nephew because
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
watching it every day. You know what I mean? And then when
Yeah.
you go to the game and you see them, they
Mhm.
are like really the most humblest kids. Like at the end of the
Yes.
game, when you think like they tired just trying to get on a bus, they're like putting their food down to take pictures with the fans, sign autographs. Like they really are just like great kids. Like,
Yeah.
well, they're
And
grown men. I don't want to call them kids, but you know what I
Young
mean.
men.
Like
yeah,
they,
young men. They young men. Yeah. They
yes,
I have to say shout out to everybody that's part of making it all happen. You know what I mean? Because
absolutely.
trying to coordinate, I can't imagine all the work that goes into coordinating everything and all.
Right.
And I do agree with Auntie Katie. I would like to see the buff walk to be a little different, a little bit more exciting. I can relate to that. I'm definitely going to YouTube Ohio State and see what they do.
So what would you like to see at the Buff Walk?
I probably would
Yeah,
like to see a little bit more music, people dancing kind of thing. You know what I mean? Almost like a
like
Soul
turning
Train
up.
line. You know what I'm
Like a
Not a
little
Soul
block
Train
party or
line.
something.
saying? Listen, I'm telling my age now. I'm talking about Soul Train.
Yeah, I don't know if some of their nephews know what the Soul Train line is now, but we here.
Yeah.
We know what you talking about.
I know the Sanders boys do because of their dad.
Right.
Because him and his
So
dad and I are the
Yeah,
same age. So
so you
yeah.
saying more like a block party, making it
Yeah, just a little bit more and stuff like that. And I think that a lot of times the band doesn't get a lot of credit and stuff like that because I think a lot of people also compare them to the HBCU bands too.
yeah.
you know, but they doing their thing.
but I think they've got better since last year. Yeah, I think they've
They
improved since
did, me
last year.
too.
Just especially
I
like
think
seeing
so
them at
too.
the Stampede. Yeah,
I think they did too.
mm. I
You
mean,
know, the
you
one experience I wanted to do was I want to go and try that chef's food in the cafeteria. That's one
Chef
experience.
Solomon,
Yeah,
yes,
I'd like to do
yes,
that.
that's what we like.
we all be saying that.
We need a meal pass. We need a meal
Yeah.
pass to the to
Look, you can
the
listen. You can
cafeteria.
even charge me. I just because he be having the collard greens, the yams, and the mac and cheese, girl. I said, boy, look at
We be
this.
saying that all the time. Like you could just
Grits.
pack it up for us. We don't gotta eat there with the
Yeah,
nephews. We'll just come get
yeah,
it and go.
yeah. And I'm willing to pay for it.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad
But it
you
was a
like
good
enjoyed your
experience.
experience.
It was. It was
Hmm.
really. I have to send you the videos and everything that I've done. But it was really a nice, and it was so good to see the aunties, and it was just great. It was great. I'm so glad that we got to see you aunties.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what
we
it's about.
enjoyed
Like,
you
if
during
you
the
don't have
Florida
anybody
game.
to travel with, yes, we have fun at UCF. Can't wait for Utah. Are you going to
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma or just Utah?
No. I actually this weekend I'm going to see the Atlanta Falcons and the Cowboys because I'm going to get a chance to go see my daughter and her family. And then the next and last football I'm going to this year would be the Utah game.
Okay, we'll see you
Okay.
there then.
Okay.
So
All right.
who you rule for that Cowboys and Falcons game?
Well, you already know that I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I just got to accept to what happened, just like I got to accept the Yankees lost yesterday, the World Series. So, yeah, but I'm a diehard. So that's my NFL team is the Cowboys, and then my college team is the Buffs.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I
So
have.
you know we rivals.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now we gotta be rivals.
But you want to know something? I'm tell you right now.
Huh?
the Commanders got it going on in the NFC East.
They do.
I have to tell you.
Yeah, that
What's his name? Jaden Daniels. I watched him when he played
been
at
doing his thing.
Ohio State. Well, no, LSU. I'm sorry, LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
he's good.
He is. Did you see that Hail Mary?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The last play of the game, the last second.
Yeah. But I was kind of down when I was so happy for Jimmy when he got the touchdown, and all of a sudden it was like you can take a touchdown back.
Right.
That's what I
did. Give the other team like 15 yards or 10 yards or something.
Yeah.
A whole touchdown.
That was so crazy to me. I was so down and all that, but he's going to get drafted well because he's a good wide receiver. So yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm going to miss him though. Yeah.
Well, we'll just root for him in the NFL.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And go to those games too.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to wherever they go.
Trip.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So,
yeah. I don't know if that's really I don't know, like what rule that is or who that applies to, because we showed some games earlier where two other players did the same thing and they didn't get their touchdown taken away.
Yeah, I've seen them do it in the NFL too. I've seen the college games where they've done. I've seen the guys on Alabama do it. I've seen the guy, I think it was in Tennessee or Texas. I saw that happening, and that's why I'm like, wow. But like I said, we just got to keep them prayed up because I tell you, the devil stayed busy.
Yeah, against Colorado for sure.
All right, well, Auntie Cookie, we're not going to take up too much of your time. We appreciate you coming on and talking to us about your Cincinnati voter experience. And we can't wait to hang out in Utah. So,
all right. All right, ladies. Y'all have a good evening and thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Good night.
All right. So, I just love Auntie. She's so full of energy. We had so much fun at UCF.
Right.
All right. So,
who do you have for discipline?
For discipline, I went with LeJohntay. He's been very locked in and focused since he got here. He's been consistent at practice, which shows during the games. He's really become one of our clutch players in the red zone. And we've watched him become a leader, in the receiver room and just be a great teammate, overall. He wanted something and he worked to earn it. So it was really good to see all his hard work, pay off. He ain't complain. He just put his head down and he went to work. So let's watch Coach Prime bless him with his reward.
A little bit at first, he was a little sensitive. I'm just saying, he was a little sensitive because he didn't get what he wanted. But with us, you got to earn it, right? Everything we get right here, you got to do what? Earn it. We don't give you nothing because if we give it to you, we can take it back from you. But if you earn it, it's yours, right? So he has just kept his head down and just earned it. Don't flinch. You don't trip. He just go out there and give 100% in practice as well as the game. So I just felt obligated going into this bye week to bless him. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Long nights, early morning. Gotta keep your head down, man. If you want something, you gotta go get it, bro.
Yeah.
That's the main purpose of this, bro. If you want something, you gotta go get it. No handouts. Go get it, bro. You feel me, bro? You feel me, bro?
Yeah, that was awesome to see.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we go shop and support and go grab his #1 jersey.
New jersey. Yeah, the new
jersey. Who you think gonna wear 10?
We got a new nephew, possible nephew coming in next year. Hopefully, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Alrighty. Ready for the fourth quarter?
Yes.
Okay, I'm with Auntie Sabrina. I like to see that.
Yes, come on, Juju, nephew.
We on the Juju train. We want Juju. I think he would fit right in.
Yep, and that number 10 is ready.
Right. We're gonna just put it to the side for you. We're gonna retire for the second. So who'd you go with for the character moment?
Okay. So this character moment, we had to go with Nikhil Webb Walker, because seeing him tell his story was exemplified character and so much more. Like, in the way he spoke to the team during halftime to motivate them to keep going and get that win, even while battling his own, challenges, health challenges, was amazing to see. So we went with Nikhil for tonight for character, and we want to just play this little clip of him speaking to the team.
Where you at? Kill. This for you, dog. This for you, dog. We gonna finish this thing off. Talk to us. How you want us to finish this thing?
I'm hurting, y'all. But I'm not hurting the reason why you think. I'm hurting because I don't know next time I'm gonna be out there with y'all boys. So if y'all can't do this, I need this. Because watching y'all go out there and ball, that makes this whole situation better for me. So I need this one. Y'all can't do it for y'all, I need this one. So I don't know next time I'm gonna be able to play with y'all. So, do what we gotta do.
Yeah. That always, just hearing his story always kind of choke you up a little bit. But y'all can go support Nikhil at the Colorado NIL store. His number is 58. You can type in his name and support him by buying a shirt, a jersey, any of his merch that's on the NIL store. And the link is down below. So you can copy that or click it. Should be able to click it and support. So thank y'all in advance for supporting.
Yeah, and I think that was really just touching. Well, for him to be he didn't want to talk about it because he didn't want to be a distraction to the team in the middle of the season, and they're like, nah, we together, and for them to, I think that was really special for them to dedicate that team win for him, because like you said, he didn't know when the next time he was gonna be able to suit up and play with them again. So hopefully that keep him going, keep his spirits up and just uplifted and in a positive mind, and it's just gonna see he got outside of his family, he got his teammates and the whole support of all of us behind him. So yes, that's definitely something we do our part on.
Yeah. And I can't wait for my little shirt to come in so I can rock and support. And hopefully you all do too.
Yeah, I definitely ordered and supported. I'm waiting on mine to come in too. So, we don't ask y'all to do nothing that we don't do. Right. We practice what we preach. All right, it's fourth quarter. So we can open it up if you guys have any questions. We talk back. Any comments that we seen earlier that we didn't get to answer, we will. And I definitely agree with you, Auntie Cookie. I think that Shador should most definitely be in the Heisman conversation.
Most definitely.
But if you're gonna talk about like if you wanna keep it traditional quarterback wise, hands down, Shador the best quarterback in college football. But overall, I ain't gonna be mad with it going to Travis because he's the best player in college football. We have not seen a Travis Hunter. He's one of one. So
right.
As much as I dislike that Shador is not in the conversation, as he rightfully should be, I hope it at least go to someone else that deserves it because we haven't seen anybody doing what Travis is doing.
Yeah. And, just like the NFL scouts are saying, Shador is the number one quarterback. Travis is the number one athlete. Like, obviously, if they see it, why don't everybody else see it? Like, the NFL is the top of the top. That's where everybody is trying to go. They're trying to get to. So if they are reaching that standard, then obviously they should be 1 and 2 in the Heisman race, in my opinion.
And it's so crazy because it's like how do you have like the top quarterback to like go off the board for the draft and not be in the Heisman conversation? Like the other quarterbacks that's in the conversation, they are not doing what he's doing. Like it's just the politics in it is what really just and I watched his press and he was saying how like they're not gonna have two players on the same team in it and him endorsing Trav, and I feel like that's
why not?
Awesome. And he's like, if he win, it'll feel like he won because he throwing the ball to him and stuff. But I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't understand the politics in it. Like
politics,
it seemed like
bias.
It's a little deeper than that.
It's blatant, and we can see it.
So far, nobody has got the buff fact right. Yes, I seen your answers, Auntie Cookie, but nobody has got the buff fact right yet. So, another fun fact though. Guess how many passing touchdowns Shador has right now? I'll be cheating if I give you a hint. Just take a guess.
Wait, passing touchdowns this season or throughout his whole
like
career?
Up to date. No, just the season up to date.
Oh,
like going through the Cincinnati game. Guess how many passing touchdowns he has?
Passing touchdowns. And they played, 8 games?
Yeah. Hey.
Like 20?
Is that your final answer? Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 20.
That's your final answer? I see Auntie Cook. Okay, Auntie Cook, you said 15. She said 7. She said 20. So the correct answer is 21.
Dang! Coach Prime number.
Big 21.
I was one number short. Dang.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, what?
That's special.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. Clinching bowl. That number and 21 touchdowns. Passing.
And 21 passing touchdowns. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go to the thing.
Legendary moments.
Auntie Lindsay has stopped in. She said, "Happy Halloween." It is trick or treat. I think ours is over now. Thank you, Auntie Portia. We appreciate the love. Exactly, Auntie Sabrina. We are not
Yeah.
old. We just love football. Everyone is family and hang good. Aunties come in all ages, you know.
Okay. Yes.
Auntie Sabrina said she loved to get some of Chef Solomon's food in the kitchen. Us
Fine.
too. We need to get in with somebody so we can get a cafeteria pass.
Okay.
We need to look into that the Buffalo when we at the Utah game. Okay.
Walking with the team. Oh God.
I go with the nephews. Um, so with us being on the bye week and us not playing, who you gonna watch any other games or even in the chat? Anybody else y'all watching since the nephews on the bye? Let us know. I don't really follow too many teams outside of Colorado, so I don't know what's gonna be a good game. Y'all have to let me know. Alabama, who Alabama playing?
I want to see. Um, are the top 3 teams on a bye too? Like K-State, Iowa, and Iowa State.
No,
Iowa
no,
State.
I think Kansas. I think Kansas is playing. I think BYU is playing. Kansas State is playing. Like I think we the only. Well, I ain't gonna say the only, but like out of like our last 4 remaining games,
Yeah.
that was a question that I didn't see. We had asked like out of our last 4 remaining games, like what game is y'all most excited for? Utah, Oklahoma State, Kansas, Texas Tech.
Texas
I didn't see
Tech.
that question. Who
Hmm.
y'all most excited to see? And Auntie Sabrina, I did answer the question. Cam has the most tackles. Cam had the most tackles. We'll have to go back and look and see who she okay. Auntie Sabrina said Utah. Hmm. I'm looking forward to Utah just because that's the next game we going to. And I don't know. I'm also looking forward to Oklahoma State, even though it's gonna be bittersweet with the seniors and stuff. You know, I just think
That's gonna be a
that's
sad game.
yeah, it's gonna be kind of sad. That I don't know. Yeah, I'm dreading that game probably the most because you know. But I mean, we gonna have the bowl game after that or whatever. You know that won't be like the last game, but it's just like dang.
Yeah.
It's really
I hope we get a nice city for the bowl game.
me too.
Because I
We need to
don't
be
know.
somewhere warm.
Texas, Florida.
They Auntie Cookie said, "Where is the bowl game?" They haven't announced it yet or
Yeah.
anything yet. None of those details have been released. We just hope it's somewhere warm. So we don't got to worry about bad weather and traveling.
Yes, I'm down for that, Miss Cookie. Auntie Cookie. Come to Florida.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind Florida, Texas. Uh, Somewhere like that where you know the weather is gonna be cool. Um, so I didn't see anybody get the buff fact right. The buff fact question was when was the last time CU had 6 or more wins? And let me just double check. Nope. The last time they had 6 or more wins was in 2016.
Okay.
Their last bowl game appearance was in 2020. The last time they had a 6-win record was in 2016. Auntie Portia said, "What a blessing that you have been able to attend some of the above games." Yes, I agree. Last year I worked a lot, and I didn't get to make it to any games last year, so I definitely made up for it this year.
Yes.
Plus, with it being like the last time getting to see some of them playing together, I wanted to see more than just 1 or 2 games, to get that experience. But if you haven't been out to Boulder, I would definitely try to put that on your bucket list to catch a home game. The community is very inviting. Everybody's friendly. Like, the only thing I didn't really like about it was everything closed so early.
Oh. Especially after a late game and there's nothing open to even eat.
Yes. So, we've been staying in different little areas, trying to see if those cities is a little bit better, in Boulder and stuff. But we'll keep y'all updated. Oh, Auntie Cookie said party only in Denver. See, that's what we keep hearing. We're hearing that you gotta go to Denver. But I was at a place in Boulder that was pretty okay. The atmosphere was pretty cool, but I don't know if it's like that all the time or if it's just certain days, so we'll have to see. Maybe when we in Utah we can slide to Denver a little bit. Then the next day we'll kick it in Boulder. Let y'all know how the experience is. All right. So, okay. According to and shout out to Auntie Carly. She been helping us out behind the scenes. Make sure y'all show her some love in the chat.
She makes it happen.
She said that Auntie Amanda B had it correct earlier with the answer being 2016. So,
Amanda B.
Auntie Amanda, we'll need you to reach out to us in the email so we can get your contact information and work out getting you on to be a co-host for third quarter 1 episode. Anything else you
no
add to? Miss anything? All right. Well, if you're not an official member of the CU Aunties Women's Fan Club, you can sign up for free at www.cuaunties.com. It's been scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's a good way to stay connected with other sister fans, find out about game day events or any planned auntie meetups. On the site, we post a lot of recommendations on things to do, places to visit, places to eat at from that we've experienced or maybe people have shared with us. You can follow us on all the platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We have an auntie that likes to play games. Shout out to Auntie Smiley. If you're into gaming, go check her out, run a game with her. Of course, hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ladies, we have created a private group page on Facebook for the aunties as well. It's a safe space for us to talk ball and whatever else in between. But it's a great way to connect with other sister fans that share the same love for the game, and the nephews. We might not be able to make it to all the games, but you'll be able to like connect with other women that may be going to those games. We've seen quite a few of those, like where the sister fans have gotten together and met up on their own at some of the games that we didn't attend, and like they sent pictures back and videos and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a really good, I think, space to
Community.
be in. It's really, the energy and vibes are all positive. Yeah, it's like women love football too. Like a lot of us, some of us might not know the X's and the O's, so they might not be like all in depth in the conversations. With sometimes when you're talking amongst the fellas, it can be more dominant. You might not want to say the right thing or say the wrong thing, but it's just a cool space to be in, and non-judgmental. And I mean, we talk about a little bit of everything, but the environment is so welcoming. The ladies are like just awesome. Like I just really love it and enjoy it. So that's something. If you're not an official member, that's something I recommend. You can always, like if you want to go catch a game and you don't have anybody to catch a game with, like more than likely you're going to be able to find one of the aunties, some of the aunties that's going to the game, and you won't be out there by yourself. And that's another part of it and what it's about. Or if you're interested in being a guest or any sponsorship, opportunities, you can email us at auntiesandcocktails@gmail.com. And that's all I have.
Okay, well, closing it out, I would like to thank Auntie Katie for coming in and hanging with us and giving us her experience. Also, Auntie Cookie for coming in and giving us her experience. We appreciate y'all hopping on and sharing. We would like to thank everybody who's chat, everyone who's clicked and viewed the videos. On behalf of the CU Aunties, we appreciate and love all of you guys. Love the support we receive. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. to catch us, even on the off season. We'll be here. So thank you for another great episode. As our nephew Jalen Wester would say, stay overly blessed and football obsessed.
Yes.